Welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an FAQ drop-down section. So unfortunately on Showit, as you've realized, you cannot just have an element that just has this functionality. You have to create your drop-down options for your FAQ section. But the good news is once you create it, you can just duplicate it. It's actually not as hard or daunting as it might seem. So let's get started. I just have a demo section here. So what I'm going to do is first add two canvases. So the first one, I'm just going to rename question one. And let's add another one. And this will be answer one. So I was like starting with these two because this way we can apply all of our settings and then just duplicate it. So you don't have to keep doing everything twice. So this will be your question goes here. I'm just going to leave the font large just so you can see it in the recording. And I'm going to try not to worry too much about the design because this is just for a demo. But as you know, we always want it to look good, even if it's a demo, because we're still looking at it. So, okay, so where are we? I'm just going to also add a drop-down arrow. And for this, I'm just going to make this point down on both mobile and desktop. Make sure you're designing for both of them. And I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller and put it next to that. Same thing here, make it a little bit smaller and put it next to your text. And the other thing I want to do is I just want to make sure that it's centered. And you can, if you want, just leave it like this. If you want, you can add a line to it as well. I like adding lines just because I feel like it just like gives it a nice like separator so that your like between your questions and answers. So optional, you don't need to use it, but it's there for you if you want to. And there you go. So there's your question. And then for your answer, all we want to do is make sure that we are adding your text box and then just copy and paste your answer into here. I like making sure this is lined up with your question, but for demo purposes, I'm not going to get too crazy here, but I will center it. And same thing, let's just make this a bit bigger. And then also let's just go, this will be your answer. Just so visually you can kind of see what we're doing here, what it will look like. So just gonna make that smaller. And same thing, make that smaller as well. So now you have kind of all of the content that you will need for your question and your answer. And now what we want to do is go in and add the functionalities so that you can then, like I mentioned earlier, duplicate it for each section as needed. So what we want to do is make sure that make the arrow clickable so that when we click this, it shows the answer. So what I'm going to do is go to your question and let's click that down arrow and then go over to click actions. Actually, before I do that, let's add a canvas view. So here, and I'll show you why I'm doing this. So add a canvas view. I'm just going to rename this icon down arrow. And I'm going to bring it into that canvas view. And I'm actually going to rename this down arrow as well. And so the reason I want two different canvas views is because when we open this, I want the viewer to be able to see an up arrow so that they know they can close this canvas after they've finished reading that question. So let's duplicate this canvas. Let's rename this up arrow. And I'm going to rename this up arrow as well. And in the up arrow canvas, I'm going to actually change this so that it's pointing up in both. So there you go. Perfect. Okay. If I have a lisp, I have my Invisalign in right now, so just if it matters, I'm not sure if it does, but there you go. So you have your down arrow, and then I'm going to make this clickable. So down here, then what we want to do is from the type drop down, just select canvas, this canvas, and then view to. This means when you click on this, it's going to it's not going to add, it's going to show the second canvas that we added. So it's going to change it to that up arrow. And then we want to add an action. So what we want to do is when they click on this, we also want it to show a canvas, and that is going to be show answer 1. So you want it to be the answer that relates to that question. So what this does is when you click on this arrow, down arrow, first thing it's going to do is it's going to change it to view 2. So it's going to make it appear as it's facing up. And then it's also going to show answer 1. So that's all the function. Well, that's the functionality we need for this view. Then what we want to do is for your up arrow, same thing. So what we want to do is add canvas to the type, this canvas, and then instead of view 1, we want it to be instead of view 2, we want it to be view 1. So we're taking it back to the previous view. So it's showing that down facing arrow. So there you go. And then we also want it to then hide this answer, because when they click on the down arrow, it opens it. So the up arrow should hide it. So same thing, we're just going to add an action, and then we're going to go hide canvas and then select answer 1. So that's a functionality we need for your question canvas. Then for your answer canvas, all you need to do is just go select the canvas itself and then make sure you toggle on hidden to start. So this way the answer doesn't appear unless if they click the arrow to make it appear. So let's just go over to preview to make sure this is functioning how we want it to. So you can see the answer is hidden. You can't see it. But when you click the down arrow, it appears, and then this changes to face up. Then when you click the up arrow, it disappears again. Same thing on mobile. Oh, okay, not same thing. Again, make sure we do it on mobile as well. So mobile, make sure you have mobile selected and it's hidden to start. And I believe all the functionality should be there. Yeah, so the click actions do apply for both, but it was just the hidden canvas we had to toggle on make sure you toggle it on for both versions. And then go to preview. So there you go. On mobile, you can see same thing now. The up arrow, down arrow appears, disappears. So now we know it's functioning how we want it to. So all we have to do is just duplicate these sections, so you don't have to go through all of those steps every single time. So what I like to do is just go to question 1, hit duplicate. You can see the duplicate version comes up right underneath it. I like dragging it down, just keeping everything in order and organized always. And then I'm just going to rename this to question 2. And then same thing, you want to take your answer and duplicate and then drag that to the bottom and rename that as answer 2. So now we have all of our functionalities in place, but we do need to make sure it's functioning for this specific question now. So go to question 2, make sure you copy and paste your question in there. You may need to adjust sizing of the canvas depending on how long the question is. But what we want to do now is just make sure you click that down arrow, and then everything stays the same except for where we selected answer 1 to be the canvas that appears. We want to select answer 2 because now it should correlate to question 2. So just make sure you do that, and then go into your up arrow, and then this should now hide also answer 2. So you're just changing that, and let's see, this is still hidden to start, hidden to start. Again, make sure you copy and paste your new answer into here. And then let's go to preview, make sure it all looks good. So there you go. So now when you click answer two, question two, it shows the second answer. And you can close that. And I'll just do another one just for fun. So duplicate and change that to 3. Let's duplicate your answer as well and bring that down and change that to answer 3. And the only thing you need to do is just go into this arrow, make sure that now is showing answer 3. Go into the up arrow, make sure it's showing answer 3. And that's it. So now when we look, there you go. It's all functioning exactly how you want it to. And that, my friend, is how you add an FAQ drop-down accordion on your Showit website.